I'm LAWAL Jonathan Oladipupo by name, popularly known as J-Light on campus. Permit me to also say this, the current SCG Financial Secretary of the Student Union of the school. And then I'm studying Agricultural and Bioresources Engineering, the best department in the Faculty of Engineering in the Ikole campus, and it is a 5-year study. Yeah, when we were freshers then, we used to have this kind of mindset that, and then what our parents used to tell us, that once you get to school, you have a denomination, just identify your brothers in that denomination, fellowship, and join directly. But when I get to Ikole campus, it took me up to like 4 to 5 weeks before I could finally get to know Chapel of Transformation. And that was because during my stay on campus at the freshers level, I was attending a local church then in my hostel until when I met the twins, and then we had I think 1 or 2 conversations trying to know each other. Then I felt like I can actually work with these guys. So in aspect to that, I also they invited me to chapel, and when I get to chapel, everything in chapel was actually different. And what do I mean different this time around is the kind of love they showed to us when we enter chapel. When that kind of love, that kind of feeling, you want to sustain it. So the feeling and everything in chapel is actually different, even the follow-up and everything. So then I just decided that I think I've found a place, not just a church, but actually a family that actually care about everyone. In Chapel of Transformation, we used to say that we emphasize more on the love aspect, and that has always been the key factor when you talk about Chapel of Transformation. Then in Chapel 2, you can see a lot of people that, in fact, not just only my level, you can see even the lower levels too. You can see the zeal, the passion, and this is what we should actually, this is what we should be identified as a fellowship. When people talk about chapel outside, they say, those people, they don't do this, they don't do that. So over the years in chapel, in fact, it has been one of the best moments that I ever had since coming to Ikole campus. It has really helped me in my spiritual life. Okay, when I got to chapel, after the foundational class, because when you get to chapel, you don't just jump to a unit or a workforce. So when I got to chapel, I enrolled for foundational class, and afterward I was put in the media and publicity, then Bible study unit. So over the years, I've worked in media and publicity, and then also in Bible study. And I think I felt like this unit that I've worked in, they've really helped me in my spiritual growth too as well. Actually, these are stuff that you cannot actually dodge. These are some of those things you cannot dodge on campus. Definitely those times will come, but it depends on whatever the situation looks like then. And if the situation looks more than what you think, I think you have some people you can actually reach out to that could actually help you during those moments. And I think that's what we've been applying so far. In any situation, I've always tried to reach out to my brothers and my our spiritual daddy too as well, Daddy James. So in this aspect, we make sure that we reach out to them so that they can help us out in this period. Like I would say, the strategies that helped me is more like time management. I see a lot of people complain that they cannot balance their spiritual life and then their academic life too as well. But what I just feel like we all need to go back to the drawing board. What do I mean by the drawing board now is, let's look at the time management, and then you have to understand your body system too as well. When you understand your body system, then you can actually form a time for yourself. That is time management. Now, looking at my spiritual life and my academic life. Now, mostly we know that any spiritual engagement usually take place in the days on campus. So I make sure that during the day I'm available for any spiritual activities, fellowship activities. But in the night, I'm this kind of person that I've worked so much, and then my body has adjusted to night reading. So in fact, it's very easy for me to wake up in the night, take my book and read. So I've been adjusting it that way. And with time, I started multitasking to the extent that aside my spiritual and my academic life, I have to bring it, my financial life plus my business aspect into it. And that's why we are here on campus. We are not just here to learn the theoretical aspect in class, but we are to also learn what life will bring to our table after school. And it all boils down to multitasking. How can you manage this situation, just within a time frame? The key lesson that I've learned since I entered chapel, like I said earlier, that the love in chapel is very genuine. And in fact, it's not just genuine. Probably maybe you see it in people's reaction, like they express it. And like I used to say, even the friends, my brothers in chapel that I relate with, this love, this bond actually exists. And then it's not just only the love aspect. We all care, like every one of us that we are brothers. We care about our academics life. We care about our financial life. Like, we do ask each other questions about growth. And I believe that is one of the key things we need to start doing, even as a member in chapel. If by now that you as a personality, you are still finding it hard to find a group of friends that can actually help you in your financial, that can actually help you along your growth, then I believe you should move closer to people that you feel like, okay, they can help you. So these are some of those things that I feel like I've benefited from chapel so far. Chapel have helped me in a lot of ways that even it's only God that can repair everything. Yeah, to Chapel of Transformation, thank you for everything you've done for me. Okay, so one of the funny moments I had in chapel was during the IT Thanksgiving. But it was one of the memorable days for me. I can never forget it. And then I think one of the drama nights, probably maybe 200 or 300 level. In those moments, we always be there forever. And then the day I also won the student union election too. It's also one of the memorable day. And then the support I received from chapel members, then even me myself, I cannot explain it. Like the love, everyone was just there, rooting, supporting. That J-Light, you have to do this. These are some of those things that encourage us and keep on going. That even as we move from this place, from FYB, still have that kind of a mindset in all our dealings. God is still there to help us. Definitely you cannot be in a fellowship and have maybe 1 or 2 days that you are not really okay with. In the sense that there are days whereby you will be scolded, probably maybe by one of your leaders, but then we keep on learning and growing every day, so that even when we are being scolded, we accept it with love and then we correct ourselves, so that we'll be the better version of ourselves. And that has really helped us to remove some excesses. If you're a person that you don't want to be corrected, you just keep on making that kind of mistake. In fact, there will not be any growth as well. But if you are the person that you are open to correction, you will notice that you move so fast, and then people would actually want to associate with you, and then you will notice growth in your life too as well. I think these are some of those things we've done so far that has really helped us. Chapel has really prepared me spiritually, academically, even mentally and emotionally to be able to face any of these challenges that comes my way. And I feel like God helping me, we are still asking for that grace, so that even when all these faces come around, we'll be able to stand still and keep on following the love of Christ that we've been taught here in chapel. A lot of people, when they get to chapel, they will say that I want to focus on my education, I want to focus on my academics, I cannot join workforce. And I'll just laugh inside of me that if you know the beauty of it, or you walking in the vineyard of God, you know how important it is for you to work, to serve God. So my message to you all, as people that are still in 100 level, 200 level, 300, and also 400, you are still a member of Chapel of Transformation, maybe 2 years or 3 years now, and you still feel like there's no need to serve. Probably maybe you can just change that your idea or your narrative or your mindset today. It's a good thing to serve God. When you serve God, people that serve God, God don't forget them. He remember them always, and that should be every one of us mindset. When you serve God, God will never forget you, and that your academics, He will not teach you more on how you can actually go about it. We've had stories of people that when they were in secondary school, in fact, they were the dullest in their classrooms, but coming here to Foye and coming to Chapel of Transformation, in fact, they've been the best. And how did they come about that? They choose to serve God. So my advice to you all is serve God. It pays to serve God. And also the love that unites every one of us in Chapel of Transformation. We've seen this thing from set to set, and I believe that even as long as we are living, I believe that this bond will still be there. That is the basis. When you're talking about foundation, Chapel of Transformation foundation, I think that is the foundation, that is the basis. And I believe this love will still be expressed among the younger level. My last message to Chapel of Transformation fan, in fact, when we're in the 100 level, 200 level, like, I want to leave. Now I'm tired of the Ikole campus. But now that it is time for, now you want, the school is now saying it is time for you to leave. But now we are already even missing, remember, the chapel as a whole. But my final message to every one of us is, let's keep on holding to that word of God that brings us together, undiluted. The love that we normally express to each other, the care we show to each other. Like we will say in Chapel of Transformation, it is not just a fellowship. It is a family, bounded by what? By love. So let this love continue to exist in chapel. Let us continue to represent chapel. I mean every one of us. In school, when you're on campus, when you're not on campus. Out there, be a good ambassador of Chapel of Transformation.